Hey guys, welcome to a new episode of Conflicts. Today we're looking at the brand new Ganker robot number 2 sent by GJS Robotics. For more information, check out the link down below. Now, we previously reviewed the Ganker robot number 1, which was actually a really cool robot. But there's actually a part 2 to this. This is actually the second version, also known as the blue version of the robot. So let's go ahead and take a closer look at the box before opening it up. Alright, so this here's our box, and as you can tell, it's actually pretty big. On the front, it does have a nice looking blueprint of the robot itself, as well as on the sides here. So let's go ahead and slide this open. So it just kind of lifts up like that, and then you have a nice looking foam packaging on the top here. And then when you lift this here, you see a bunch of cool looking weapons. So we have a few different ones over here. We got like a big sword, we got a smaller sword over here. So we got 2 of those we can wield in each arm. In addition, we have some nice looking guns that actually work. They shoot off laser beams, which can actually attack the other Ganker robot. And then we have some armor plates as well, so we'll definitely look at that. And then we have some extra screws and nuts and bolts, so really nice. And then this lifts up like that, and then you can actually see our robot over here. We got a charger in here as well, and then we just lift up the robot like that. There we go, and just put him to the side. And wow, look at that. This thing looks really cool. Now off the back here, you have to admit this thing actually has a lot of nice details. I really love the color itself. And we actually put the armor plates like that. And when you actually fight, they actually do knock off. So really cool. So let's go ahead and take a closer look here. Now, if you look at the robot itself, you'll notice that it does actually have a lot of different things going on here. So it does have a few different servos. We got a servo here, we got a servo here, as well as here. And then one inside the actual shoulder itself, and one on this side as well. Then we actually have one on the rotating for the waist. In addition, each of the wheels actually have their own motor in it, so they kind of spin like so, and they can spin the other way as well. So it gives you full range of motion. And then here's our battery pack, as well as all the electronics. This here is his head, which has an LED in it as well. There's different sensors here, so whenever the robot gets hit in the chest, the sensor will blink, as well as the arms. So with that being said, let's go ahead and put some weapons on this guy and see how this works. Alright, so to get a good idea of all the weapons, be sure to check out my previous Ganker video. But for now, we'll just go ahead and put some swords on this guy. And then what we do is we can just go ahead and turn them on by the on-off switch in the back. And our robot is ready to fight here. So we're going to go ahead and load up the app here and connect to him. The first thing we're going to do is connect to him via Wi-Fi. Alright, so our Wi-Fi is finally connected. We can go ahead and load up the app here. So it'll kind of start off like that, and then you can go ahead and hit skip and hit start. Alright, so this here's our basic controls. So we can actually rotate the robot itself by pressing the button here. Then there's a fire button as well as an attack button, and then the basic movement as well as life. So let's go ahead and try them out. So I'm just going to move them around a little bit to show you guys. This is an attack move. So it kind of gives you an idea. So you can actually like spin them at the same time and, you know, kind of fight around like so. So really interesting concept in how they designed this. So what you can actually do is create your own attack sequences. What we do is we can go into the skill settings and then create our own, or try one of these, and then it'll display it. So what it does is it gives you the full range of motion, which you can actually control and create your own motions to attack with. So you can create your own custom signature moves, which is really neat. And then, you know, just kind of fight like that. Now with the swords itself, you do have to screw them in place. I didn't screw it, so it kind of gives you an idea what happens if you don't. But in addition to that, you can actually mount guns on him as well. So let's go ahead and try that next. So the way the guns works is simply, you know, you just kind of plug it in like so. Okay, and then you just go ahead and screw this in place. So what it does is it kind of tightens the gun into place so it doesn't fall off. So there we go. And then you can always just kind of fire using it. So so kind of giving you a demonstration of the gun itself. So if I hit the shoot button, it'll actually emit a laser beam at the same time. And then if you have another Ganker next to him, it'll actually decrease the health of that Ganker. So if I also have a sword, and I hit him in the chest, it'll blink red if you haven't noticed that. So let's try that again. So if I hit him in the chest, he'll get attacked. And then on the top of the actual app itself, it'll actually show a life meter. So that'll actually decrease while you fight. In addition, if you shoot at the actual chest itself, it'll decrease. He's got sensors on his arms too, on his chest, and then a few other places as well. So a very cool concept. And now he actually just died, so it says warning, you lose. So a really cool looking robot. I really love the details on this guy. As you can tell, you know, they did a little bit better job on this robot than the other one, just because they did like some nice shading, kind of giving like an aged look to it as well. So I really like the way they're doing this, and they're actually bringing out some new things where you can actually control the robot just using like your hand, and then hopefully in the future probably even an exoskeleton. So it should be quite exciting. So with that being said, I hope you kind of enjoyed this kind of brief review of the actual Ganker #2 robot. Obviously, you know, it's just based on your preference. You can always customize them as well and paint them your own colors. But yeah, with that being said, we do now have 2 different robots here, so we're definitely going to go ahead and give it a battle. So make sure you stick around and be sure to hit that subscribe button. Otherwise, thank you again for watching, and we'll see you guys next time. Take care now. Bye-bye.